All right, I am live. What's going on, everyone? My voice is a little off. It's because I'm still waking up. But I thought it'd be fun. I got like an hour until my flight, so I got to leave for my flight. So I thought I would just hang out here for a little bit. What's going on, RW Jack? How are you? Again, my voice is fucked up. I apologize. It sounded better a second ago, so that's fucking weird. What's going on, Quiro? Shadow, what's up, man? Hey, what's up, Neil? I had a great time. I had a great fucking time. What's going on, Benji? Medicant? Yeah, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. I mean, my voice was fine a minute ago. I've been, like, nonstop on the go for, like, 5 days. So, it's, like, nonstop party. No, I'm not sick. Oh, I'm not sick. I'm fine. My voice is fucked up. What's up, Nicole? Hey, thank you very much for that fidget spinner donation. That came in handy. Wait, hold on. Where is my goddamn fidget spinner? I bought one of those motherfuckers too. Let me find that shit. All right. Yeah, I bought a fucking fidget spinner. I'll tell you guys why I bought this. So I was hanging out with Chris Raygun and a few other people, and I was at like CVS getting something to drink, and it was just like, it was sitting there, you know, it was like fucking like $6, and I was like, all right, cool, I'll get it. And then I've been playing with this thing, like I've been playing with this like a lot all week, and like everyone's been playing with it. And the weird thing about this is it's stupid as shit, but it's surprisingly fun. Thank you very much for like comment on the shirt. I got this 4 years ago at E3. I don't know why I'm still wearing it, but I am. Who do I wish who could have gone to VidCon that didn't go? Mr. Nobre. Izzy Nobre is a good buddy of mine. He was supposed to go originally. Some stuff came up and he couldn't make it. And everything. And so I wish he was there. Not only that, but let's see. Who else couldn't make it out there? TJ Kirk. Would have been cool to have the Amazing Atheist out there. I think he would have enjoyed it. Ultimately, I think TJ would have really enjoyed it. Bible Reloaded. Would have loved Hugo and Jake to show up. I want to fucking hang out with those goddamn guys. Let's see here. Oddly enough, like, Creationist Cat would have been cool. John Tron, I do not have a P.O. box yet. I'll be getting one. I'll be getting one. So, yeah, it was a great time. Like, so, okay, check this out. No, I haven't seen Transformers. Favorite part of VidCon? My favorite part of VidCon was legitimately the yesterday's Anita Sarkeesian panel with Boogie 2988. I'm going to do a video about that because she said some shit in that thing that I'm waiting for someone to give me some of the footage. A guy by the name of Dieter Lucem, Deterlucem, I believe is his channel. He's a smaller YouTuber. We're trying to help get him to 10,000. So if you guys can check that out, he's a cool dude. I spent a lot of time with him this week. Oh, Neil, a fidget spinner is this. It's just it's ball bearings. You spin it. Like, that's it. That's all it is. That's literally a fucking fidget spinner. So, no, but, like, the stuff that, like, Anita was saying was crazy. I'll go through the whole fucking thing when my voice is better. And I can get access to that footage. Yeah, thanks a lot, Talus. Thank you very much. Oh, thank you, Kaz, or Cam's music. I'm glad I entertained you through high school. However, I argue that my content clearly is 17 plus. 17 plus. It's got to be. I swear all the fucking time. Oh, what I think about Sargon's human garbage cat? That was fucking cool. He just like showed up wearing it. Everyone was like, Jesus, Sargon. Jesus, Sargon. God damn it, man. No. Carl is oh my God. I was excited to meet Carl. I've known him since like Gamergate started, right? So like I remember when I first met him, he had like 11,000 subs and I was like the senpai in that thing, right? And then now like he's like 600,000 deep. He's walking around. People are like fucking hugging him. No, Carl is an awesome dude. Like an awesome guy to talk to, hang out with. Chris Raygun is amazing. Just such a fun dude. The Warskis are great. Like so cool. Wizard of Cause was my roommate over the week. Had a lot of fun hanging with Nick. He just left a little bit ago. I was sad to see him go. Vernaculus was great. I didn't get to say goodbye to Vern because he fucked off from the party last night. Snuck out like a thief in the night. He only stole my heart, though. Only stole my heart. Bunty King was fantastic. Partied with him all week. Failure Accomplished, Based Mama, Dieter Lukum, Leon Lush, I'm Alex, Jamie, I forget his last name, but he's a British YouTuber, a lot of subs. Who else do we hang out with? Shoe on Head, Armored Skeptic. I kind of like patched things up with Armored Skeptic last night. We had a bit of shit going on. So hung out with them. Fucking Some Black Guy. Dude, Some Black Guy, Derek is awesome. I love that guy. Dave Cullen. I gotta tell you guys this. So a few months ago, Dave and I got into a bit of beef, right? Got into a little bit of beef last couple months ago, and it's just we kind of hashed it out on Andy Worski's stream, like just kind of like bury the hatchet, but like kind of ancillary bury the hatchet. And so I was expecting to hang out with Dave, but like that was really about it, and like because I didn't know what's gonna happen. There's animosity that builds up, and you don't know what it's gonna say. I'm just gonna say this: Dave Cullen is fucking awesome. Him and I like had a couple beers, we talked it out, and then just hung the fuck out and shit. We just hung out. And okay, here's the whole situation when it comes to this situation, right? You want me to fuck your skull, high pot? Maybe later. Super chat me. The point is, no. VidCon, this year, this is why VidCon, I would argue, is probably one of the most important things that's ever happened in terms of like political discussions. Because there was like conversations across the board. Oh yeah, I met Lacey Green. That was interesting too. Oh, and I met Blair White. And I met Jacqueline Glenn. I met a lot of fucking people. I met Jack's Films. I hung out with Boogie for a little bit. I'm trying to remember everyone's name. I met so many fucking people this week. Jeff Holiday, Memory Holiday. They were there last night too. Poisoning the Well. Oh my God. I don't even want to forget Poisoning the Well. Fucking Fat Pat and Sophane. Awesome fucking guys. Loved getting drunk with them. Gina, I can't pronounce her last name, but she's Hello Giants on Twitter. She came out from Manhattan. I've known her since I had like 5,000 subs. I got to spend time hanging out with her a little bit. That was cool. It was everyone. It was like, for who I want to come on out. I want Girl Does Rant to come out. If we could get Mr. Medicare to come out, that'd be cool. It's never going to fucking happen. This is never going to happen. I'm just saying, like, this entire 5 days has like blown my fucking mind. Like, there's a reason why my voice is gone, is because we've been, like, all out all the time. I've gotten, like, less than 20 hours of sleep in 5 days. This is like, and Repsion. Yeah, I forgot. Totally forgot. Again, so many fucking people. Daniel was supposed to come out. Some stuff happened with his father. Unfortunate stuff. Couldn't make it. And so, Daniel, if by some chance you're watching this, if you want to chill, homie, dude, I'm only like 30 minutes from you. Hit me up. We'll go chill. I'll take you out to Aberdeen to the Star Wars store. We'll go out for a day. But no, Daniel's supposed to be here. You should have been here. Alpha Mega Sin should have been here. I was bitching to him about that. He's like, if I had the money, I'd get the fucking money, man. We're coming out next year and shit. So it was crazy. It was fucking crazy. It was absolutely nuts. Everyone was here. I mean, mostly everyone was here. And everyone who wasn't here was talked about and like, why aren't they here? That was like one of the most commonly said things. It was like, why aren't they here right now? Even if Repsion is quitting YouTube, that's not going to negate the time he spent on YouTube. It's not going to negate any of the things that he's done and why he's liked by those of us who are here and those of you at home. And so Vega Gaines, no. Oh God, the Shut Up Tariq thing. Okay, so last night, I got to talk about the Shut Up Tariq thing. So last night, I get over to Bunty King's Airbnb, right? And it was like a last minute thing. I head over there. And then, like, we'd been kind of, like, hanging out all week and shit. And all of a sudden, he gets on there, and he's like, oh, my God, Tariq Nasheed was talking about fucking VidCon, like, being white supremacists. And he's like, it was all of a sudden like, all right, everyone use hashtag Shut Up Tariq. And we just started doing hashtag Shut Up Tariq, and then retweeting each other, and then putting it out to the audience, and then, like, Shoe on Heads, like, making videos about it, and everyone's making videos about it. And we got it trending, at least on my phone, up to number 5. On another girl's phone, it was like up to number 3. So it was that. Yeah, Teal Deer. Teal, I know Teal Deer, if he's agoraphobic, I have no idea. He put out this comment the other day that was just like asinine as fuck, you know, like basically trying to say we only went to VidCon to make money. We only went to VidCon because we don't care about like hanging out. This is the only stream I've run this week. I've made nothing in Super Chat. I don't give a shit. I'm talking to you guys, right? I put up how many videos this week? No, legit asking. And the answer is 1. I put up 1 video this week. Why? I've been busy and I've been tired and I'm having fucking fun. Did I hug Jeff? I don't know if I hugged Jeff. I'm pretty sure. I know I have hugged Jeff. I don't know if I hugged him last night. I hugged the fuck out of everybody else though. Right? You couldn't even get me off of some black guy. It sounds so bad. Derek, some black guy. Fucking that dude, that guy's great. It was so funny. He's shows up at the Young Turks, or the panel with Shank Uger on it, and he's all like, I bought a Batman fidget spinner. So he pulls out this Batman fidget spinner. It's great. No, the thing with Teal Deer is that, like, yeah, he put out this really asinine post, made no fucking sense, right? And it's like, but maybe I get it. And I think maybe like a couple of years ago, I might have, like, you know, before Gamergate or whatever, I might have actually somewhat agreed with him to an extent, like depending on the context. But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone here just wanted to have fun. Everyone here was just chilling. Everyone here was just like, we're here to party. We're here to fucking VidCon it up. We're just here to enjoy ourselves. And it's one of those things where it's like, I think his attitude might have changed. And I say this because Andy Worski and Francesca Ramsey had like a fucking 90-minute conversation yesterday, right? So that's the truth. They had a 90-minute conversation. So, you know, I mean, if Francesca Ramsey and fucking Andy Worski can talk and like get along, Teal Deer would have had a good time. How hard to see you enjoy yourself with people like Anita around? Dude, Anita was like not even walking the floor. Anita was on like 2 panels that were an hour long. Like, she was only around for like 2 hours out of 4 days. So fuck it, you know. Anita did what Anita did, and Anita got spanked hard, man. Like, fuck, chair, goddamn it. Anita got spanked hard with that shit. Like, I don't know how many of you guys saw my video on that, but it's true. We opted to not engage. We purposefully said no tweets, no discussions, don't make this a thing. We're not trying to make this a thing. We're not. We're just trying to go. We're trying to thank you, Carrot, for taking care of that comment, and everyone else too. We're trying to check that out. You know, we wanted to see Anita. That was it. And yesterday's panel, I'll just kind of go through that real quick. Yeah, I'll talk about Thunderfoot here in a hot minute. Fucking Phil, god damn it, Phil. Phil should have been here too. She would have lost her fucking mind. If Thunderfoot was here, I think Anita would have probably focused on him over Sargon. But it would have been fucking funny. Would have laughed my goddamn ass off. All right, so yesterday, this whole thing starts off in the cyberbullying panel, right? And it was like one of the most asinine things I had seen in a while, because it was 5 people on stage. You had Boogie, you had Anita, you had Hannah, a couple of fucking bloggers, and then Megan McCarthy from Vine. Well, I actually like Megan McCarthy. I followed her on Vine. She's pretty fucking funny. And so they're talking about like cyberbots. They're talking about all this shit. And, you know, Boogie's out there saying like, look, it happens. It sucks. It happens. It's in everyone's life. You know, whatever. And his general response is like, you know, just don't really engage and whatever. And Anita's like, no, you have to lock it all down. Turn the internet into Alcatraz. Clean that shit up, you know. And then everyone else is at first, they're kind of like agreeing with Anita. And then questions kind of like navigated away. And Megan McCarthy's like, I just get drunk and do mean tweet videos and laugh my ass off. You know, and other people are like, yeah, you just fuck with the trolls. You know, and then like even Hannah, as a British vlogger, said like she's had trolls that were going after her, and then something happened and people were accusing Hannah of something, and the trolls were defending Hannah, and then the trolls were being harassed, and as a result of that, you had fucking you know, like Hannah's like trying to defend the trolls, and it's this odd dichotomy that happens in that situation, right? Because you're looking at a person who's like, these are fucking trolls, they're fucking with me, and now they're defending me to somebody else, right? And then I got to go defend the trolls. Again, it's this odd kind of world we find ourselves in. I mean, I can summarize it up in 2 words, and I am pretty sure you guys will agree with me when I just say internet. You know, it's like the internet community. It's like, that's how it is. Like, it's internet culture. That's what I want to say. It's internet culture, right? We will fuck with each other, but when it comes down to it, if we need to, we'll defend it. It's a weird thing. It's a weird world we live in. It's not black and white. It's clearly 50 Shades of fucking gray. It's way better than the goddamn book. Far more porn. The whole point here is that, like, everyone is basically saying, like, how to handle harassment is either ignore it, use tools against it, or if really fuck with people and you might take this wind out of their sails, right? Don't engage or some such shit. And Anita was like the odd man out on the panel, which I don't think she can handle. Her ego was hit after the other day. Her ego was hit after we were all there, and she's the one who fired off the shots. And then she goes on this other panel, and she's like sitting there and, you know, trying to, like, you know, oh, I'm authoritarian Anita or something, you know. And then that's that. Like, that's the whole situation. And then like Boogie gives this like really awesome speech at the end where he's basically like, look, everyone gets it. We need to find ways around, you know. He does this really nice speech, and I'm going to play it for you guys when I get the footage back from Dieter and everything else. And again, it was this moment where it's like, it was just this cool thing because you could tell that Anita wasn't happy with what was going on. She didn't engage. She wasn't engaging with the people up there. She was sitting back in her chair. She was on her phone. Right? You're on a panel in front of like at least 30 shitlords, as well as a bunch of other people, and she's just back there on her phone. Yep, just not liking it. Wasn't liking it at all. And again, it's like you can see she wasn't engaged. So it's like she's just not going to pay attention. She's not going to be part of this. Every time she tried making it the Anita show, it just didn't happen. And again, the same thing happened from the other day. So she had the kind of 2-for-2 defeat here. Now, listen, am I saying like Anita, because I know people have seen comments saying, fuck Anita, fuck Anita. Look, I'm over that shit. I'm over that fuck Anita shit. If Andy Worski and Anita Sarkeesian can have a conversation, I would like to try to facilitate one with Anita. Am I the person that's going to do it? No, it's not going to be me. I'd like it to be me. I'd like to talk to her, but it's not going to be me. I don't know if it's. It ain't going to be Sargon. I'll tell you that either. Fuck me on that one. But no, it ain't going to be Sargon. It's going to be, you know, it ain't going to be Thunderfoot either. It could be somebody. It might be somebody. But it's not going to be now. It won't be now. It might be in like, you know, like a couple years is when it might happen. It might be then, but it's not going to be now. How many people at the, were in attendance? Not as many, I want to say, as the women, empowerment panel that we were on the first day, because that was like, we came like 40 people deep, but there was at least like 25 of us that were there, and on the other side of that there's a fair amount more as well. But it was also like, it wasn't like, you know, there wasn't a big deal. Like people were applauding when necessary. Did I meet wait, hold on, who did I see here? Did I meet who? Did I meet Anthony Fantano? I did, yeah, very briefly. Anthony's kind of like an odd dude. Like he has this, he just kind of comes on in. Like he's a broad guy. He's like a bulky dude. Like he works out and shit, you know. And he comes on in. He's just like, what's up, and then like just does his thing, like leaves again and shit. You know, I didn't really get a chance to talk to him. So 40 people deep. Was Steve there? Wait, Steve Shives? Sargon was late to the Boogie panel. He was late by, he got the last 15 minutes of it. But he saw it. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Are there no I used to work for Anita videos? There are not actually any of those videos. What's going on, Shaw Package? How are you, man? Yeah, if Steve Shives talked about Star Trek, that would be cool. Did I run into any feminists that were abusive towards you or other shitloads at the con? I did, actually. I was actually profiled. I was profiled and somewhat, I don't want to use it, I don't really call it, well, I guess you could call it that. I was kind of harassed. I was harassed by a black woman at the Cat Black panel that Anita was on. Oh, not Anita, it was the Cat Black Race and Relation panel. I was actually photographed and videotaped and harassed for being a white man at the panel by this woman behind me, and it really pissed me off. It really pissed me off because she's filming us, me, Vernaculus, and Dave Cullen, you know, and like when I turn my head like this, right, turn my head like this to talk to Vern, she like takes a photograph of my fucking face and shit. And Jimmy Johnson, I didn't know what it was at first, really. It was one of those things where I was like, I didn't know if she's taking a picture of me or taking a picture of the panel or whatever. But when she started filming us and saying like, "What are these white people doing here? Like, why what are these white boys up to?" and everything else, it was one of those things where you're just like, okay. Like I said in my video, she was trying to Adria Richards me, okay, trying to get me fired. I can't fire myself. I'm too good of an employee. You know, and so it's one of those things where it's like she was being like, you know, not a good person about doing that shit, like trying to shame me and whatever. I could have just, you know, I could have pulled the fucking VidCon. I could have gone up to a guard and been like, she's making me feel unsafe, and as a result of that, you know, whatever. It's just stupid. Oh, the whole thing is just fucking stupid. It's just why, you know. But you see, that's the thing. We're in a culture right now, and I hate to say that, like culture, but where like the woman who was behind me filming us like that, trying to get me in trouble and shame me publicly without even understanding what the fuck was going on. And I mean, like, the shit that was being said on that panel was like ridiculously stupid. I mean, just ridiculously stupid stuff. And you know, and I'm not saying anything. I wasn't publicly tweeting about it, right? We were kind of like laughing at some of the dumb shit being said. Oh, okay. Speaking of that, okay, so I'm at the Anita panel, right? This is a great thing. This is a great thing. Go dressed as Moon Man. Funny side story. Just Adam Curtis, the actor who played Moon Man in those commercials, was Doug Jones, who was in Hellboy as Abe Sapien. He's actually a guy, I know him, not really well, but like we're kind of friends. So that's a side thing. Anyway, at the Anita panel yesterday, they had extra security this time. All right, they had extra security. So the security for this panel, they brought out like the black suit security, the elite security and whatnot, right? And the thing is, they knew what they were looking for. They were looking for us. What's going on, Brecco? They're looking for us. They're looking for me, for Sargon, for the Warskis, okay? And I think I was like probably like the only one there in that particular group. Sargon wasn't there yet. The Warskis were doing other shit. Dave Cullen was already kind of out. He was on. He left a couple hours later. And everyone else that was there probably wasn't on like Anita's shit list. No, Miles, I didn't get fucking cucked by anybody. You know, and so what happened was I'm talking with one, I think it was Brian of the Honey Badgers, at a moment in time when Anita like literally brings up Oppression Olympics, right? Anita brings up Oppression Olympics. And so I lean over and I'm all like, oh, fuck, Oppression Olympics. Like, what the fuck? Jesus Christ, you know, maybe I roll my eyes. And then all of a sudden I look and there's like this one tall security guard. He's a big Samoan dude, and he fucking like, he was eyeballing me for a while. And I'm like, me? You eyeballing me? Like I'm gonna do something? Shit, man. Clearly you don't watch any of my shit. And so the guy like was eyeballing me. And then when I leaned over to talk to Brian, I look and it's like there's two guards. There was a big Samoan dude, and then there was like this one woman. And the woman kind of moves this way, and the fucking the security guard, the big dude, circles around the side, right? Like let's say I'm like right here, she's right here, he's some here. He moves to intercept, and the only way I can describe it is like fucking what's it called? Jurassic Park, right? When the raptors, you know, like that was the whole thing. Like the raptors came together and shit. So it's one of those moments where you're like, I just laughed. I just fucking laughed because like literally I leaned over to make a comment to a fucking friend, and I have a security guard moving to fucking take me on. Like that is the weirdest thing. That is like the weirdest thing. Like I was videotaped and like shamed for being a white man, and then I lean over to talk to somebody, and I have a fucking huge security guard circling to like make sure I don't do anything. Like I was just one of the weirdest fucking experiences of my life. So it's just, yeah, I'm gonna sleep on the plane, Tara, absolutely. And I'm fucking pass out and shit. So it's one of those things. I'm just like, what world are we fucking living in? Like I'm an idiot who fucking talks on the internet, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like I'm not like a violent person. I'm not gonna sit there and do anything bad. It just cracked me the fuck up. Because like that's what went down and shit. But I mean like, and the thing is too, I will say this VidCon, the floor was cancer. It was like Taco Bell had a booth. I'm not even making that up. Taco Bell had a booth. Seriously. Taco Bell. You couldn't even get food there. It was a booth for Taco Bell where you couldn't get food. Yeah, I know. The joke we made a bunch of jokes about Demolition Man. So what is the status of Anita getting removed from the panel? Anita was on the panel, so she didn't get removed. I don't even know. It's a very interesting convention link. It's a shame that it's not a shame Anita wasn't removed, but there should have been some statement from VidCon about it. There should have been some statement from Hank and Josh Green about it. They should have addressed the fact that a panelist did that. They won't though. From what I found out from the Honey Badgers, because I got to hang out with Dr. Randomer Cam. That was fucking great. The Honey Badgers were awesome. Allison, Timon, I'm saying it wrong. She was great. Hung out with her for quite a bit. Nonsense Nicole Sullivan from Twitter. She was Vivian James cosplay. She came down from Frisco. Hung out with her a little bit. I met Action Points Mark. Fucking, I've known that dude for years. I didn't even know he was coming. That was so fucking cool. So I met, again, a lot of fucking people that I met. Thank you. Allison, Theismann. Did I talk to Lacey Green? I talked to Lacey Green for about probably like a minute. Not a lot. And so like, this is funny. So like we're at this like kind of like, meetup thing in front of the YouTube play button for mostly Shoe. But a lot of people there, like Blair White, Jacqueline Glenn, Lacey Green. And, I walk over to Lacey. I want to introduce myself because, she followed me back on Twitter. And we were kind of like BSing a little bit and like in a chat. And I walk over and I said, "Hey, Lacey, how you doing?" She's like, "Oh, hi." I said, "Oh, it's Matt." And she's like, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you." And then I'm all like, I had sunglasses on and I just kind of go, "Mundane Matt." Like that's kind of like my thing. And she's like, "Oh my God, how are you? I'm looking forward to meeting you." Gives me this huge old hug. And like, Lacey Green gave me a fucking hug upon first meeting. Like, that's how wild this thing was. Like, that's how crazy this thing was. Like, 2 years ago, we would have butted heads. I've gone after Lacey a couple times. And I mean, it's the evolution of VidCon. People grow. People want to grow. They want to do more. And it's like just being able to like go over and like get a hug from like one of the most popular YouTube feminists. And I'm an anti-feminist, and just like having a moment. And I'll tell you this though too, I haven't watched Lacey's videos, but her and Sargon had a moment later on that night up in LA where they worked shit out. I didn't see it. I wasn't there for what happened, so I don't know what was said, but I did see them talking. And then I was told later on that it got emotional. And even like the dude who was telling me this was like, he's like, I was getting teary-eyed, like that they came together. And that was the thing. We all had these discussions about evolution of character, about growing, about wanting to be more, nuanced in our approach, wanting to be better. We wanted to do better at what we do and how we interact with each other. The fact that Francesca Ramsey and Andy were talking, Lacey Green was there, hugging anti-feminists, talking to people that she hates. Not that she hates anymore, but she a year or 2 years ago would have just really disliked. And it was just fucking crazy. It was this insane experience. It was something like it's something I don't think, describe into words because it's so fucking cool. So it's so weird. It's like, it's just crazy and shit. Also Bering needs to be there for next year. I just thought about that. Oh, and when I said that, the Honey Badgers were like, yeah, well, we were at Bering's house just last week. We went to Bering's house, hung out with him and Sugar Tits. And I'm like, fuck you guys. Don't rub that shit in. Don't rub that shit in on us. We want to meet Bering, goddammit. So I'm just saying, it's like, yeah, peace in our time, Tarantula. Like that's part of it. What we experienced this week was instrumental, I believe, to the future of this, and again, community. And this angle, this side of YouTube, this political divide can actually possibly find a way to coexist. It's not ever going to be like, peace in the Middle East and shit. And I mean, in terms of everyone getting along and giving each other hand jobs. But it's definitely going to become something where there's tolerance. There's discussions. You want to have open debates. Things I know we on our side have been asking for, and the other side is now starting to come around to that. And even people on our side have also been very much isolationists and whatever. So I can't sit there and say it's all like, rainbows and blowjobs. Like, it's not. Like, there are people out there that have been like isolationists and everything else. Yes, Alpha Mega Sin should come to VidCon. I already bitched him about it. So, Tara, you're right. It is self-preservation. And what's going on right now is self-preservation and everything else. And that's like a thing. That's like a big fucking thing. Is there's a lot of that going on. And a lot of people out there that are just like, you know, that are, I think are now trying to find new ways to do things. They're trying to find new ways to evolve. And I talked to Boogie last night. I love that man. Boogie is like just pure positivity. You know, I will say this though, right? So we were talking last night. I got to say this because this is, I thought it was great. So we're like, I'm watching Boogie on the panel, and at first you could see he's like he's just kind of like getting a little nervous and shit because like they were kind of shouting down his ideas and everything. Not shouting down, that they weren't like willing to engage in the ideas. They were more like you know, like, oh well, this is the way I do it. If Karen Strong could debate Anita, the internet would explode. Anyway, I'm serious. It would be fucking, it would be crazy. So anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, Boogie. So, like I DM'd Boogie, like when he's on stage, and I'm just like, dude, you fucking got this, man. Like you're doing great. Like you could see like Boogie was like needing a cheerleader. I mean, granted, I thought it, you know, I'm like, I just want to send him a message. I got a straight shot looking at Boogie. He got the message during the panel. I don't know if it impacted him the way that I wanted it to, but I'm hoping that it did, because at the end, like I said, he gave this awesome like little speech and everything else, and we're talking later on. And I told him, I'm like, dude, you don't understand. Like, you were up there rocking that shit. Like, you were a fucking hero. Because you're up there challenging these ideas that have been so echo chambered for a long time. And it's not that everyone else up there was an echo chamber. It's not that at all. They were also talking about ways to handle these things that are like everyone can deal with. Just fucking, you know, chilling, you know, like just like ignoring them or joking around, things like that. So you've got that situation in mind. But Boogie was telling me later on, you know, he says right now the future of YouTube is like the future is the moderates, because the moderates are the ones engaging in the discussion. I think people are tired and they want more of that. And so no, I saw AVG. Was he here? I didn't see James here. I saw James in Portland last October. I met him there. Gundoge, I don't have Discord with me right now, so I'll have to post later. Anyway, so Boogie thinks it's, you know, the year of the moderates. Like Philip DeFranco's kind of leading the charge on that one. A lot of people are trying to kind of bring people together, right? And I'll put it to you guys like this: we spent most of our nights at Bunty King's place. They had rented an Airbnb, and it was like you go into this house, and it was like this chill experience. People fucking streaming live, people getting shit-faced drunk, people hanging the fuck out, and it's not just like, you know, us, our little group. It was like other people coming in. All these people coming into play, all this shit happening, and it just made for this fucking awesome experience, like fantastic experience. There was also, we also got a picture in front of the Kekistani flag in front of VidCon. All of us are out there. It's pretty funny. Even Maddox, I met Maddox. I met Ruka Ali, right? Like, I mean, Maddox follows me on Twitter now. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, I love Maddox. I've been watching him for years. So it's like, you know, I just totally met like a fucking a lot of cool people this week. So many cool people, like that I'm like literally having trouble remembering every single person. And the thing is, next year is going to be bigger. It's going to be better. It's going to be crazier and shit. So, but real quick, back to the Boogie thing. I do want to talk about this. So this was like my personal favorite moment. Like I got kind of emotional when this happened. I'm talking with Boogie last night. And he told me this the other day too, but he kind of reiterated it last night. He told me that he's been watching my channel grow. That out of everyone of Gamergate, he still watches me. I'm sure he watches others, but he says he watches me. And he's like, he likes the fact that he likes how my channel has grown. He likes how my channel has evolved, how I've evolved, my personality's evolved. And he says he still watches my videos, but he says 1 in 100. So my response back was, oh, like 1 a month. Cool. But he likes it. He likes what I've grown into. And it was a really awesome moment for me, because here's a YouTuber, a person that I very much respect and admire, watches my content and says, I've watched you for the last couple years and I've loved that you have grown the way that you have grown. That is like awesome validation right there. Like, that is great. Oh, it's not 1 a week, Tara. Whatever. If I could put out 100 videos a week, I mean, I wouldn't, because I can't talk that much. But I'm just saying it was like, that was cool. Boogie is a good person. And so I do not put out 100 videos a week. I do not put out 100 videos a week. But, so yeah, that was pretty cool. And yeah, Billy the Fridge was there. I'm hung out with Billy the Fridge. Might be seeing him this week in Seattle. I guess the Drunken Peasants are doing a 24-hour stream. And I don't know if I'm invited. Jeff Holiday was making a comment about driving up and getting me and then us going and crashing the stream, which I don't know if that's going to happen. But Jeff, if you're watching, I'm on board. Just let me know. We'll fucking do this shit. Funny thing with that, too. Jeff Holiday, I love that guy, too. This is the 4th time I've hung out with Jeff Holiday. This year. 4th time this year. I haven't even seen my best friend that many times this year. And I've seen Jeff Holiday more times than I've seen my best friend. So, Jeff, Sargon made his own garbage human hat. So there's that. Why wasn't Drunken Peasants at VidCon? I don't know. You have to ask them. But they should be there. Yeah, no, I've been on DP before, but I'm only like an hour outside of Seattle now, so I should just fucking head out there. I didn't see the end of Fargo. I need to check that out. I guess I have a new best friend, probably. So, worst impression of a YouTuber? Any type of impression I do of a YouTuber. I need to crash their stream. I'll try. But yeah, Sargon is still here. Tomorrow he's going on the Joe Rogan Experience. So that's pretty cool. I didn't get to say goodbye to him. Like I think he's like a block up. I could probably call him and be like, hey, fucking let's go stop and say hi real quick. Did Undoomed, if Undoomed showed, dude, none of us knew. If he showed up, none of us knew. We were talking about that quite a bit. Did Dave come back to the UK already? No, Dave Cullen is actually, I believe, in Phoenix right now. He's staying for another, like, a week or two and then going back. I did not have the chance to speak to Francesca. I would have liked to, actually, to say hello. I did briefly meet Riley Dennis. I also briefly met Ash Hardell, or as she I don't know if she's gender neutral, Zer. I don't know what it is now. But Ash was known as Ashley Martell, which you might know. Tara, I know specifically knows. Briefly met that person last night. You know, like, just, again, you're all these people. Am I going to have to survive? No, Daniel, my room is empty. It's fucking trashed right now. Like, Wizard of Cause left this place goddamn demolished. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Oh, here, take a look at this. See all those beer? All the fucking beer cans? Or beer bottles? That's all him. I got, like, they're everywhere in here. This place sucks, though, so it's fine. No, okay, check this out. You want to know how bad my hotel room is? Want to know how bad? Underneath that fucking thing right there, that nightstand, toenail clippings from the last guest. Toenail clippings. I found toenail clippings. The bathroom, the fucking tub had a crack in, like, the fucking molding, so it leaked out and shit, right? Like, this place cost me, like, nearly $1,000 for 5 days. And it's, like, a shitty place. So, I'm going to bitch at them before I leave and try to get some money taken off if I can. I could have actually gone and stayed where, like, the Jeff Holiday and the Warskis were staying last night. And everything for, like, the same price. I should have just done it. I don't know why I didn't. I'm an idiot. Oh, yeah, I met Adam from Your Movie Sucks. He's a great guy, too. I got to keep, like, a running list of who I meet and everything else. I'm staying at the Ramada. It's pretty bad. Did I enjoy VidCon? Adrian, I did. I wouldn't say that it's like... I'm saying if you are a creator and you want to go, the best thing to do would be to buy an industry pass, which is $750, because you can buy a creator pass for $200, and the creator pass, like, gets you upstairs. But there's nothing to do. Like, it's not even worth it. It's not even worth it. Yeah, I met Based Mama and Failure Accomplished. Yeah, I hung out with them quite a bit. Both are awesome. Love them both. Why can I sue the hotel I stayed at? I did not speak to any of the organizers of VidCon. Did I take photos? Yeah, I took photos. I'm not a photo taker myself. Like, I don't collect selfies, but I took photos with a lot of people. And so then they retweet them and I have them and shit. No internet aristocrat, no Jordan or Arini. Nope. I would have loved it though if Jordan would have come out. I'd like to meet the guy. Davis Arini can stay in whatever fucking hole he's finding himself in now. Lacey Green was pretty awesome, have to say. Really liked her. I don't know Ellie and Jared, so I'm sorry on that one. I don't know. Did I see any furries? No, but I saw a bunch of underage children wearing clothing that was highly, highly, highly inappropriate for their age. It's just not good. Wizard versus no. my money would be on Wizard. My money would be on Wizard. What's the biggest flaw of Anita's analysis? That criticism equals harassment. At this point, 5 years of this shit, any criticism to her is harassment. That's basically what I feel. What are some of the chances of my... If those videos come out, Cryptocin, I'm cool with that. Nothing happened. No. We actually... I would argue... We talked about Milo. Like, the possibility of, like, Milo coming out. We decided against it. And the reason why we decided against it was because Milo would make it about Milo. This was not a Milo moment. This was a let's see what happened moment. Now to say for future, that'd be fine. But this moment in time was all Milo. I mean, it was all us, not him. Steven Crowder, I think, would have done similar things. Less whatever. Oh, hey, what's going on, Addy Chris? Did I see Franny's tweet about today's building bridges and how she doesn't really believe in it? No, I didn't. I haven't seen her tweet on that one. I'll have to go take a look at that. God damn it. Yeah, thank you very much for the super chat. Milo at VidCon would be chaos. Yeah, okay, so I saw Tana Mongeau, right? Mongrel, whatever her name is, walking around. And she was walking around, like, right in front of me by, like, the Hilton. And so as she's walking by, like, a couple girls start running at her, and she kind of stops a little bit. And I just yell out, "Oh my God, iDubbbz is here!" And, like, just yell it real loud. And then she just takes off running. Now, I have no idea if what I said coincided her actions to run like that. But for the sake of hilarity, I'm going to claim that it did. This is going to become the video of what it is. I do wish that YouTube would overlay the chat on the screen for people watching afterward. But that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. I did troll her carrot, yes. Yeah, me being chaotic neutral. Hey, what's up, Zach Taylor? How are you, buddy? But no, iDubbbz didn't show up. JonTron didn't show up. I didn't get to meet Philly D, which is, I will argue, my #1 goal of coming. So, but unfortunately, I was not able to get to do it. Yeah, I know OBS can put this chat on the screen. Unfortunately, I'm on my phone, so we'll have to wait and see. But yes, I mean, ultimately, it's been a pretty good week. It's definitely. Hold on, I gotta see what time it is. 1 second. Okay, cool. I got a little bit more time before I gotta start packing up. Well, Keemstar wasn't there, but we got Keemstar to tweet out the "Shut Up Tariq" thing. So Keemstar was effective this weekend a couple times. Hello to Belgrade. Was Daddy of 5 there? Was not there. Was Filthy Frank there? I didn't see. How did Sargon's Twitter account get hacked? There are theories. There's theories. I don't know if I want to go into it. It was a weird thing. It was... All I'll say, it was one person who was here. None of us knew, but was around, who might have done something that was not good. I don't know to what extent. I don't know how. I don't know. We don't know anything. We just know what we know. We know that this person did some stuff that was over the line. And it actually caused a big problem on the last night of the show. It caused a big problem because we were also, like, it caused kind of a divide between the group. And I think it's okay now, but at the time, no one really knew what happened. I know I'm being cryptic and I'm being vague. I don't know how much information I want to tell because it didn't happen to me, it happened to other people, but you might hear about it from somebody. So it might be that. Anyway, I'm probably gonna wrap this thing up in a couple minutes. Again, my voice is still going out and everything else. But ultimately, if you guys got any final questions, I'll answer some final questions. Did I twist someone's nipples? Did someone twist nipples at random? No. It's again, it's not my shit to say. It's just, again, like the thing is, be careful who you like. It's hard to vet people at a place like this. You have to be careful. But yeah, it's just, yeah. It was not good. Like, not good. One of those things where it's like everyone's like, okay, make sure you lock down your cell phones, make sure you change your passwords on not only your phones but your emails, because you don't quite know what access to information this particular person might have gotten. Like, that's kind of where it went. Now, thank you very much, Apostle. Appreciate that. If someone was there in a Slenderman costume, would I think it was undoomed? Yes, I would. Oh, I did see Eugenia Cooney. That was something. Yeah. Do I ever think there'd be a day when we'd be supporting Lacey but mocking Thunderfoot? This is all Phil's fault. All Phil's fault. Phil could easily just pull his head out his butt and be done with this shit, but no. And yeah, Lacey's done nothing wrong in this case. Who was the biggest lush of the weekend? That would, if you've seen my fucking room. Wizard of Cause left those here. The first night he shows up at 2 o'clock in the morning, right? And I'm like ready for bed. I'd been up all day. You know, I flew in that morning. I had to be at LAX like at 4 a.m. And, all right, I had to be at SeaTac at 4 a.m. to fly in. And so it's like, there's beer bottles over there. He had edibles in here. Oh, he had edibles in here. He had fucking edibles. Like, this whole room reeks like pot right now. It's like, I didn't smoke any pot. Well, not here, but, you know, it's one of those things where it's just pretty fucking funny that, like, you know, everything happened. It's just crazy as shit. But it was cool too, is like everyone was here together. Like, everyone was here. Yeah, thanks Dave Jarbo for the super chats, my dad, by the way. Thanks, Dad. You want to come get me from the airport today? You working? You want to come pick me up? Pick up your baby boy from the airport? I'm kidding. So no, it's nuts. Like, it was just one of those, all I can really summarize it by saying, like, everyone was here for common purposes, and, like, maybe some people didn't come as friends, but they left as friends. Andy Worski said the best way to describe it is that it was like a college reunion, right? But it was a mixture of like a college reunion versus, or as well as like a summer camp, like a week camp. Because, you know, like Wizard of Cause got here, Nick got here, and, like, he's, you know, drinking beer at 2 a.m. He pulls up, he's like, oh, yeah, here, have a beer. And I'm, like, trying to go to bed and shit. Fucking, we, like, you know, the lights go out and everything else. So when the lights go out, like, we're still talking. Like, you know, like, we're in summer camp and shit. Like, we're fucking, I'm 35, he's 33. Lights go out, I was like, hey, what's up, man? Like, what you thinking about? You know? And so, like, again, it was a lot like that. A lot like that kind of shit. But people were really cool. Everyone here is super fucking friendly. Everyone here is really nice. It's there's something unique that happens when you bring people together like this. Yes, Tara, you should be here next year, definitely. Airbnb house. We're getting an Airbnb house. Oh, Garbage Human, thank you so much for the 20 pounds. That's fantastic. Thank you. Yes, I thought about making like a Garbage Human t-shirt until some other guy showed up with a Garbage Human t-shirt that happened to be like a slimmer version of me. So I'm just going for the time being claim that I am a Latino Garbage Human. And that guy, because he was Latino. yes, H-Mon, you'll see me at Comic-Con. A few weeks, I'll be back down in Southern California. Oh, what I'm really happy about, oddly enough, is there was actually a good Mexican shop around the corner from my hotel. So I ate there quite a bit. How would I rate the convention? It was okay. It was okay. We did a big picture, like with the Kekistani flag and everything else. VidCon is in Anaheim, Jimmy Johnson. Yeah, it was gorgeous here. Like Disney, we were talking about going to Disneyland. It was too fucking expensive. It was too fucking expensive to go to Disneyland. So I mean, yeah, like I don't know. Like, okay, here's the thing. And I will pose this to you guys. We were talking. Oh, thank you. Hold on. Thank you, Revan, for, I don't know what the NOK currency is, but thank you so much. We're talking. Here's what we're talking, because this is what we learned. Just hotbox the room and leave. Fuck it. They've already got my goddamn money. We want to get a space locally around the same time as VidCon, like at another hotel or something, and essentially kind of hold what we were jokingly referring to as ShitCon 2018. So, you know, like basically get a bunch of us out there to kind of hold our own little convention, maybe for a day or something. Oh, Norwegian Krone. Thank you so much, Revan. Thank you so much. And have something like that where we could then, because, okay, keep in mind, if you look at the whole, like, the panels and, like, the community area, that was all progressive, all socially progressive, pro-feminist shit. Like, you know, that was just not for people like us to have rational conversations. It was a lot of finger pointing, a lot of you're the problem, you know, type stuff. And nothing for us. Nothing. We won't ever be on that stage. Not yet. But we were talking to Tim Pool. I also forgot. Tim fucking Pool was here. I hung out with Tim Pool. I watched Tim Pool play pool. Near a pool. It's funny. But he was saying we should hold our own event. And challenge the narrative of VidCon. Because VidCon does not cater to altering opinions. Period. It doesn't. It doesn't. Let's see here. Hold on. NWA. What is that shit? I lost it. Alright, well, never mind. Well, here's the thing. At the race and relation panel, Sargon, like, again, people there are saying some really insane shit. But Sargon looked up the subscriber count of all the people involved. And it was like they added up to 250,000 people. Of people on that stage. Whereas us in the audience were like well over 1 million. Added up well over 1 million. So, that's the whole thing. We're talking about holding Garbage Con. That would be a good one. We talked about that. Holding our own event. Holding our own our own event and everything, and making sure that, you know, like, we can have our voices heard, that people want to come listen to talks about free speech and free expression and bridging the divide, and not blaming everyone else for your own problems, and not blaming everyone else for why society is fucked up, and how, you know, blame everyone else to fix it. Like, having that kind of situation. And then also opening it up to not only people like us, but, you know, opening it up to people with other opinions, because that's the entire point of all this. And the thing is, the idea... I'm drinking a Monster. They don't have my fucking rock stars here. I'm going to run the idea of Garbage Con past Sargon. I run it past him and shit. And that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, that's kind of where we're at right now, is this idea. So we might talk about that. I also floated the idea. Dynamia. It will be recorded. You can go back to the beginning. It's a stream. It'll give it a few minutes to process. You go back to the beginning. I prefer Rockstar over Monster, but Monster's all they had. So we were also talking about the possibility of gathering some of us shitlords together, getting a van, and then touring the country, going from city to city to city, and then meeting up with fans and, like, you know, talking about these issues, and taking it back to the streets, like legitimately going on these tours. And I floated it to some of the people that were here, some of the YouTubers and other people. They were on board. I also floated it to some of the fans, and the fans were on board. And a white van with candy with no windows, just candy. And so, yeah, we're talking about that. We're talking about You know, yeah, like I guess like TJ's RV2 or something going on, you know. And it's just I mean everyone's kind of on board with this thing. How was meeting June and Skeptic? It was a little apprehensive. Like me, I wasn't a big fan of Armored Skeptic for a couple different reasons I won't go into, but I kind of talked to him. Well, okay, when that bit of drama went down, a bit of it was aimed at Greg, and you know, and I kind of and like again like also some of the people involved, and I want to make sure like I was on board to like, you know, I wanted to make sure I was like apologizing to people if I accused them of anything, because again I can't get into it. It was just some shit. So I went up to Greg and I'm like, look, I know I didn't do anything in this case, but I just want to apologize because I was going to do something. Like I was going to lose my shit at Greg based on what this thing was. One of the things. With this one person who will hopefully never show up ever again. And he, you know, he got it. We were cool. And then at the end of the night last night, you know, I shook his hand and he's like, I know we got some bad blood, but like, let's end it. And I'm like, you know what? I already buried the hatchet with Dave Cullen. Dave Cullen and I became friends. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll roll with Skeptic. So we buried the hatchet. We're cool. I don't know if it's going to mean we're ever going to talk or nothing like this. But it's definitely like a situation where we can, you know, again, it's all about bridging that gap, right? That's the entire thing. It's all about bridging the gap. You know, that's all it was. And so I can tell you, and just in case people are wondering, it had nothing to do with like Blair White or any YouTuber that you know. The drama had nothing to do with them. Like them being like the perpetrator of it, nothing to do with them. So it's one person who was a friend of a friend who showed up and did some shit. And so it's Dave and I. Okay, just a real quick recap on that one. Dave made a video about me. I felt he misrepresented my views. He, you know, I was mad. Whatever. We talked about it. We got drunk together, which is how you hash out most problems. Found out we have a lot in common. We spent more time hanging out this week. And he's a really awesome guy. And I am like truly, truly happy to call him a friend. Like I said, I met like, you know, some black guy, Derek, fucking awesome, vernaculous. Is a snarky bitch, but I love him. Like Poisoning the Well, Dater Lucum, Failure Accomplished. You know, all these people that I spent all week hanging out with. And it was, again, like summer camp. It was like summer camp and shit. Friends from come around the country get together like, hey, let's go fucking get drunk and, you know, talk about burning shit. Yeah, we want to get people on, you know, we want to get more people on and everything else like next year. So hopefully next year we'll be able to wrap this thing up. I'm gonna close this thing out in about probably 2-3 minutes. So if you guys got any final questions, go ahead and ask. And so our Macintosh and Anita banging, I don't know. I'm going to probably go on a limb and say no. Favorite part of VidCon? My favorite part of VidCon was Boogie2988 validating my career. I know that sounds arbitrary, but when a person you really respect and admire and look up to tells you that you're doing a good job and that they watch you, that's a real cool thing. And that was pretty great. And also meeting everyone else that I met. Just having so much fun. And so, oh yeah, there's one person too I forgot we want to get on is Magog of Moscar. We all want him out here. Oh, hey, call a convention called, hey dude, you want to collab after white YouTuber? That could be kind of funny. Did I find this con to my satisfaction? I did, yeah, totally. Meeting Boogie, how was meeting Boogie? I've met him a couple times. We've been trying to meet up for years. Like, trying to meet up for years to get together. Never happened. Been trying for a long time. Fry Guy Zero, you need to ride to the airport? Yeah, oh fuck, I gotta shit. Check this out. So when I booked my shuttle service from the airport to the hotel, it took me to the wrong fucking hotel. I actually have to go call, and I can't change the pickup. I cannot change it. There's no number to call. So I got to go and like check out and then call a Lyft to take me to another Ramada. Like, what the fuck? So, do not summon Magog. He will never leave our world. Ah, fuck yeah. What's my hype level for Sargon on JRE? I'm pretty high, man. I'd like to be on JRE one day myself. If Garbage Con becomes a real thing, Morpheus, you'll hear about it. Trust me. You'll hear about it. Yeah, Sargon's going to be on JRE tomorrow. Why did I go with Sargon? I gotta fight back, dude. I got a pregnant girlfriend, a diabetic cat, and then apparently a yard that hasn't been mowed. So, what happened with Anita and Boogie? I'm gonna talk more about that like in the stream. You can go back to the beginning of the video, and it'll be there. And so I talked about that a little bit. So, Jesus Christ, everyone's loud around here. Hold on. Have I ever thought about what? Yeah, I thought about starting. Fucking God, this place is so fucking loud. It's so fucking loud. Like, oh yeah, check that out. So the first night that I'm here, I end up like twisting my ankle because they've got like this lip that's like this big from like the parking lot to like the sidewalk. It's like this big, and you cannot see it. It's not like they don't have like the lip painted. So like I fucked up my leg and I fucked up my ankle because I fell. So I've been on like lots of ibuprofen this week just to walk. So I'm like, I really hate this fucking hotel. So fuck you. Yes, Anita's hit squad. I could take him. All right, guys, I'm gonna wrap this thing up. Thank you so much for doing, for hanging out. I'll be back tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Pacific Standard, for my normal streams. I'm gonna go home, which is like 1,000 miles away, get some fucking sleep, because I'm fucking tired as shit. I gotta rest my voice too. So again, you guys are awesome. Looking forward to ShitCon 2018. Like, they're fucking loud. All right. See you guys. Have a good one.